ended up going back to 15s rugby. And then when the next tournament started, I came back into the sevens program. But at this point, this was back, 12 years ago, I was training for 15s but playing sevens. Like, that's just like madness, because it's a completely different game. And I think that's what happened before I went to Hong Kong, was that I had basically been training my body in a way that was completely different to what it needed. And when I went out there on the field, I wasn't able to contribute in the way that I wanted to, but a lot of it was because I had been doing something completely different. So I didn't realise that until a few years later, when I had got myself into a professional environment and I started to understand how it worked. But you can't be expecting to go out there on a world stage and compete at that level if you haven't done the work. But that was just due to the sort of systematic way the programme was run. So you only learn in hindsight.
Do you not think with the coach is a wee bit unfair for a boy of 18 to, like, so you had a mare, right? Then you got huckled out the game, not to give you another shot in that tournament, because that can last. Yeah. No, you'd have liked a redemption shot, wouldn't you?
It was a dark moment. I didn't really know how to react to it. Just felt embarrassed. Felt like I'd, messed it up completely.
Do the coaches talk to you in that point? Is there any dialogue about the rest of the tournament? So we've got Owen Farrell coming out yesterday saying that he needs some time off to deal with anxiety and depression and his own mental health. And you look at a guy there who, from the outside world's in one of the best positions you could look at in professional sport, captain of England, but yet he's still got these pressures. And when I was reading about that, I ended up going down a bit of a rabbit hole, and the stats around depression and mental health in rugby players is absolutely through the roof, and they're linking it to the amount of concussions that folk get. Is that something that's actively discussed now with the players and the clubs? Obviously you've got the different concussion protocols coming in, but do you think these things are serious about trying to help these players?
God, yeah. I mean, I remember when I first started playing at a serious level compared to where it is now. It is just mental how far all that stuff's come. The doctors within the pro game are extremely serious about a lot of this stuff. There's been a lot of light shed on it over the past 4 or 5 years, and you can want to play as a player if you've had a concussion, and it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. But at the end of the day, if you go through this system and there's one tiny little thing off, you're not playing. It is very in depth, and I don't know if certain things that I felt over my career were subject to that stuff happening. Like, you never really know, because you might have to go for a scan or whatever and get it looked into. But there's definitely periods of anxiety.